All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us and welcome to Something to Talk About from the Bainbridge Island Senior Community Center, sponsored by Fieldstone Memory Care Bainbridge Island. Fieldstone offers innovative and compassionate care, now accepting residents. They also offer day stay and respite programs. Call 360-689-4314 to schedule a tour of Fieldstone's beautifully appointed apartments on Rolling Bay today. I'd also like to acknowledge today that the Senior Community Center is on the ancestral homeland of the Coast Salish people, specifically the Suquamish people, the people of the clear salt water. We honor them. Well, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I am very delighted to have back with us today Tressa Johnson from the Kitsap Regional Library, Bainbridge Island location. Tressa, tell us what you're going to be talking about today.
Well, thank you, Katie, and thank you to the Senior Community Center for hosting these programs and for inviting me to speak. I really enjoy these programs, so thank you. I am also excited to talk about accessing consumer reports online with your library card. This is a fabulous program, and Consumer Reports has done something very unique, I think. They have two separate programs, so they didn't just put their magazine online. They have their magazine, which you can read as a paper item at the library if you would like. You can check it out. We also, if the issue that you want is not at the library, not available to check out, we also have copies you can read in the building. Those magazines cover topical information. So during the winter, they'll cover gift giving. In the spring, they'll cover lawnmowers and that sort of, sprinklers. Their online product is very different. I mean, you have access to all of those things, but they also cover everything, and there are videos. It's really a wonderful program, so I'm excited that I have an opportunity to share it with everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we will go from there. Okay, so, and actually let me hide that. That's good. Okay, so we start at the Kitsap Regional Library website, krl.org, here in the upper left-hand corner. And you'll notice that horizontal black menu bar. I'm going to hover my mouse right over research, and then I'm going to click on research. The vertical menu has large topic subjects. But I'm going to just go ahead and click on research. These are all of our databases. Now, the library has paid for these services so that you can access them for free with your library card, either at the library in some cases, like you'll see on the left, Ancestry and All Data Repair, or you can access them at home, which is the case for Consumer Reports. All of these items are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to scroll down and we'll find Consumer Reports. And there it is. So in order to open Consumer Reports, we have to click on the logo. So it won't work down here. You have to click up on top of the logo and then enter your library card. Some of us may have a username. In this case, for any database that we have, you do need to use your 14-digit library card number. So I'm going to go ahead and type mine in. And I want to go to Consumer Reports. I'm going to go ahead and click in the middle of the screen where it says consumerreports.org. Okay, so here we are. Now, the first time that I visit a website, I like to explore it a little bit, make sure that I know what is available to me at that website before I start clicking. This is a trick I learned from my son. He said he told me when you start clicking, you just go down this rabbit hole and you may not know where you are, how you got there. So that's what I do now. And it turns out he was right. It's very helpful. I like to start in the upper left-hand corner and then travel clockwise around the site. So up in the right-hand corner, consumer reports, the logo. Now you can see when I move my mouse over that logo, it turns into a hand. Generally, websites will have some kind of logo in the upper left-hand corner, not all of them, but many of them do. And whatever page you are on, if you do see that logo in the upper left-hand corner, you may be able to click it to get back to the main home page. So we've got product reviews. Now this opens up the menu on the left-hand side, and it happens to automatically open us up to top products, which you see in the middle or just to the right of that vertical menu. And as you go down, you can see the topic is bolded with a green background, and you can see there are all of these items, topics that you have access to. That's great to know. I'm going to go back up. So product reviews, deals. So none of this is opening up. News, action. Oh, so oops. I clicked and I didn't want to. There we go. So there's some items under action, mission. Again, I'm not going to click anything. I'm just exploring. So here is the search key, that magnifying glass. Information about the account. I'm going to scroll down. Now, I was exploring earlier today this box, member benefits. Now, some of the items in this box are available to you as a user with your library card, and others are not. Now, that is I'm not entirely sure why that is, actually. I suspect, and I got in touch with our purchasing department to ask for more details about this, and they agree with me that it is probably some of the items are more personalized, and because this is a library account that we have purchased, there are just some features of the membership that aren't available, which is unfortunate. But each of these items, now as I scroll over them, I can see that I can click on them, and I do want to explore at the very end. I'd like to explore stay safe and secure, because I did find some items there that are accessible and interesting. So I'm going to continue to scroll down, find ratings and reviews, all products. This is ironically an advertisement for Consumer Reports. Consumer Reports does not take money from advertisers, which is why I find that ironic. All right, recommended, let's go down over here, still on the right, shop Consumer Report deals. These are all accessible to you as a library card user of Consumer Reports. And these change, they update them. Keep scrolling down. Remember, we're just taking a look. Newsletters, this is also available to you. You can sign up for the various newsletters that Consumer Reports offers its members. Keep scrolling down. Here is the current Consumer Reports magazine. So you can access a digital version of the magazine from home if you would like to. These are these 3 article titles are within that magazine, and they are available to you. I'm going to keep scrolling down. So more information. And this is the bottom ribbon, which generally gives you a little bit of more information about the website that you're visiting. I'm not too interested in it right now. I did notice this morning along the bottom, you'll notice do not sell my personal information. Which I really appreciated seeing this. I do, if you do see something like this, I personally always take a look. We can take a look a little bit later if you'd like to. But I do just want to finish quickly this overview of the site. We've seen this, we've seen that. Let's keep going. We're going to move up. Recommended for you. Now, this is a place that personalize your news feed. This is not accessible with the library account. However, View More is. I'm not sure why those two differ, but just so you know that you can click here on View More. I'm going to click up. There's the ad, and okay, and here we come. Now there's some more information on the left. So this is simply more articles that are available to you. So if we go all the way to the top, I do want to show you what sort of items are available when you look for something to purchase. So if you know that you want to look for a refrigerator, you can click in the search box right here. And click search. Oh, did I spell that incorrectly? Refrigerator. So let's take a look what we have here. So they'll give you a list of items with their score. Let's go to Best Refrigerator Buying Guide. You have across the top, you have overview, ratings and reliability for the different types of refrigerators, recommended refrigerators, and buying guide, which is where we are on this page. You can tell by the green line. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. I appreciate that they always include the date that it was published, so you know how recently the information came out. There are links within the article. So you can see that there's really quite a bit of information here. Are there any questions about this so far?
And just as a reminder, we have folks on mute. So if you do have a question, I'm scrolling back and forth to see if I see anybody waving me down, but you can just wave your hand or go ahead and unmute yourself at any point if you do have a question for Tressa.
Okay, now I want to, and please just go ahead and interrupt me if you would like. So above the heading refrigerators, you'll notice above, right above there, that we have a list of items. These are called breadcrumbs. And this is a way you can, to help you navigate the website. We are at the refrigerator buying guide. If we were interested in other kitchen appliances, we could just click on kitchen appliances. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you can click on any of these items, or if we were to click on consumer reports, that would take us back to the home page. Let's take a look at some other kitchen appliances. Click there. And I'm going to go to the right-hand side, and we will scroll down a little bit. So you can see under this, they've got best refrigerators, and induction ranges, pod coffee makers, all sorts of information. Find ratings. Again, the newsletters. Let's look at member benefits for a moment here on the right-hand side. As I said, some of the items in this box that's titled member benefits, some of them are not accessible with the library membership. But I did want to show you Stay Safe and Secure. I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. And it opens up these 3 topics. And I know that Security Planner is available to us as library card users or library card members. I'm going to click on it, click here. And I wanted to point this out because there's information about keeping data secure. I think in the news and generally people are talking about the importance of keeping our items private and secure. And so here is a place that you can go to learn some more information. Okay, so you can explore there. I'm going to go back to the home screen on the upper left. There we go, Consumer Reports. And let's see, was there anything folks saw in this brief overview that you would like to see more of? Or anything that I skipped over that you're curious about?
Tressa, one question that I had, you know, so for folks who are maybe new to consumer reports or, you know, have a general sense about what it is they do, but I'm curious, can we find somewhere perhaps on the site that talks about their process and sort of how can we trust them? How do we know that this is a reputable, what is their process in terms of reviewing? I know you said they don't take advertising money, so do you know, can we explore that at all on the site?
Absolutely. So generally, any website we go to, that type of information, one would expect to find it either along the top of the website or along the bottom of the website. That bottom ribbon that we looked at, most websites have an About section. It will be titled About, give you a little bit more information. Now on this website, Consumer Reports, I see along the top, we saw it says mission. Let's take a look there first and see what it can tell us. I'm going to click on mission. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit. What we do, okay, so we can learn a little bit more about the organization. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so on the right hand, or pardon me, on the left hand side, you can see, you can get into some real details about what they do and then how they do it. I'm going to keep scrolling down. So, and I can see on the bottom there is a video, so you can learn a little bit about the organization. Since I haven't seen this page, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom first. You can hear my son's voice saying, "Step away from the mouse, Mom." Don't click yet. It's really tempting. Even knowing that it's a good idea to just look first, it's so tempting to click. Oh, that's interesting. So they give you access to their strategic plan. You know, before, here is that bottom ribbon I was talking about, and I see here there's a column about us, so we could probably learn more there. But first I want to look at the website and those categories we saw on the left. I'm going to scroll back up and let's look at research and testing, because that will give us an idea of kind of what it is that we're reading when we look at one of their articles, particularly if there's something specific. And so let's take a look at this. Wow. They've got quite a bit invested. So this is where, and I'm not going to go ahead and read it, but it looks like you can do some exploring here. To see kind of how, oh, and here they have some specifics about how they do their research and testing. I do, without reading this, I do know, as I said, Consumer Reports does not accept advertisements, which you will not see on the website or in their magazine. They are really dedicated to supporting the consumer and consumer rights. They are, with this product, empowering us to make decisions and learn more about what is available to us and how dependable it is. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. Yes, that's really helpful. And it looks like they do have quite a bit of detail and information. So if folks are just wanting more information or kind of questioning how they do their research and testing, that they do have that on the website, which is great.
One of the things also I appreciate about Consumer Reports is that they aren't just about items that you can purchase, but you can see on the left-hand side here, digital rights, financial fairness, safety, sustainability. So they're really looking at all sides of our lives as consumers. So even digital rights. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and click on digital rights. Let's see what they are referring to there. I'm going to scroll down now. Okay. Consumer Reports can help people reclaim agency. So they're, again, they are, their goal seems to be to empower us as users to have more control over our personal data, over our personal information. And I'm going to go back up to the upper left to click on the logo. Is there anything else? Does anyone have any questions or would like to see something? Oh,
yeah. Question? Yes. Can I get in for a question?
yes.
Go right ahead, Marcy. The floor is yours.
Okay. Okay. I'm a digital subscriber to them, but they have a what's called a consumer reports on health. That's an additional $24 to a thing. So you do not have a subscription, I gather, at the library, which is something I would really like to see for free. Would be a report on health.
Is consumer, tell me a little bit more about that. Is that a magazine or a newsletter?
No, they call it, I'm just saying on screen, they call it Consumer Reports on Health. And it's just mini magazine, but you can't see it. And when you do health on the website that you have up right now, they have some of the articles, but you don't have access to the entire thing without a separate subscription. And I just didn't know. It doesn't sound like the library has gotten involved with the report on health at all. You know, which I wish they had.
Unless, well, thank you for letting me know, Marcy. I will explore that. Unless it's accessible through this database, I'm wondering if earlier we were exploring the newsletters, and I signed up for the home newsletter earlier, and I'm wondering if it would take that, you know, if there is a health newsletter, I don't know if it would be the same thing. Let me see, I wonder, so, okay, so over product reviews, and we have this vertical menu over here on the left, I can see that one of the items is health. I'm gonna go click on that. Pardon me?
Well, I said the same thing, and it is articles from the $24 digital subscription, but it's not. It's because they also mail it out. So I have also had it mailed in the past. So it's an entirely separate item, and I don't think that's ever been available at the library.
Okay. Oh, interesting. So yeah, you've explored this already, so you know it's not available here. I'm going to make a note to myself, Marcy, and look into it. Thank you.
Okay. And you can see what it is online, the Consumer Reports on Health. You can see their cover and their articles and their $24 subscription.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they do have some really, so I wonder if newsletters. Oh, here we go. Look at that. So I went to the home, to the health page, and then I signed on newsletters from there. Let me scroll down. I mean, sounds like this is not the same thing, but maybe it gets a little bit closer. Here I see weekly health, and I'm going to click on preview.
I also didn't see this 2 months ago when I started investigating this because of my digital account. I did not find anything like this. So this is, to me, this is brand new. So,
oh, really? Oh, great.
This particular set, digital set.
Does what we're looking at this on the screen, does that look like what you were thinking about?
No, I have on my screen Consumer Report on Health, and with the $24 thing on it. It's a separate magazine, but it looks like they finally put the two together, which a month ago they hadn't, or at least I couldn't find it a month ago.
That is good news. I'm going to, you can see just to the on the top on the right hand side, I'm going to click that X to close this down. So wonderful. I'm going to scroll back up. And so again, we navigated to newsletters and found health. There's several tiles here, number 9, 10 tiles. So these are all newsletters that we can sign up for, one of which is health. Thank you, Marcy. I'm glad we explored that. I'm going to go back to the home page, Consumer Reports. Anyone else?
Well, you guys were such a wonderful resource, during the pandemic. I used your subscriptions for Artist Works to take music lessons, and just, I mean, it's been so cool, so wonderful. And I've been able to read so many books too, just on top of it, but having these other bonus things has just, really expanded my view of libraries, and I'm so appreciative.
Thank you so much. That is wonderful to hear. That's what we want to do, is provide the resources that our community wants, that our community uses, and thank you. I appreciate those kind words.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Laura. I'm so glad you shared those words. I completely agree. I know our membership completely agrees. We're so grateful to the library and all that they share and how they enrich our communities. And just for folks to be aware, Tressa, through the library, and her colleagues have agreed to come and join us once a month, and maybe sometimes more if we find other topics that are of interest to people. So please know that we will continue to explore all these wonderful resources that the library has. Tressa, if I may say this, I think you are also open to ideas. So if people have specific things that they would like to learn about, topics, or better understandings of how to use the library and access these different resources, they can either let myself know or reach out to the library. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely, absolutely. Please do let us know, and I'm happy to. Really, I could talk about this all day.